Welcome to China. A land where ancient traditions blend effortlessly with landscapes so stunning they seem sculpted by celestial hands. From the soaring karst cliffs of Guilin to the azure lakes of Jiuzhaigou, China's natural grandeur invites you to pause, breathe deeply, and lose yourself in its awe-inspiring beauty. This adventure will take you through 12 of China's most magnificent destinations, each offering peace, wonder, and a deep connection with nature. Whether you're walking along the Great Wall, cruising down the Li River, or savoring the cherry blossoms of Wuxi, these places promise to leave you rejuvenated and inspired. Let's begin this tranquil voyage. In northern Xinjiang, Kanas Lake resembles a piece of Switzerland nestled in China. The water shifts from teal to deep emerald, and the surrounding woods are home to bears, elk, and legends of a cryptic lake monster. Begin at Guanyu Pavilion, where a wooden boardwalk offers sweeping views. The morning mist curls around the larch trees, and the lake below shines like polished jade. Next, hike to Moon Bay, where the river bends into a flawless crescent. In autumn, the forests blaze with crimson and amber, and the water mirrors the vivid palette. And in Hemagan Village, a tiny hamlet of Tuvan people. Their log cabins emit soft smoke in the evening, and the sound of horse bells lingers on the breeze. Lugu Lake is a hidden jewel on the border of Yunnan and Sichuan, where jade waters meet wooded slopes and the Mosuo people uphold their ancient customs. The lake's clarity lets you spot pebbles 12 meters below the surface. Start with a kayak ride at dawn, when the water is smooth as silk and mist floats over the surface. Vibrant wooden canoes line the shore, adding charm to the vista. Next, visit Liege Peninsula, where grassy fields slope gently into the lake. Rent a bike and follow the shaded paths, passing prayer flags and grazing yaks. The air carries the scent of pine and wild mint. End with a homestay in a Mosuo family's timber home. At night, the stars twinkle on the lake, and the only illumination comes from butter lamps glowing in windows. Stretching across Xinjiang, the Tian Shan Mountains are a domain of snow-capped summits, alpine meadows, and crystal-clear lakes. Begin at Tianqi Lake, Heavenly Lake, a sapphire blue jewel encircled by dense woods and jagged peaks. The water mirrors the sky so flawlessly, it's hard to discern where the lake ends and the heavens begin. Next, trek through Bogda Peak National Park, where wildflowers carpet the meadows in summer, and the air is scented with thyme and sage. The trails provide sweeping views of glaciers and valleys. End with a stay in a Kazakh yurt where you can sip warm milk tea under a sky aglow with stars. The only sounds are the distant cries of eagles and the gentle rustle of the wind. Hidden in the Gobi Desert near Dunhuang, the Mogao Caves are a treasure trove of ancient Buddhist art, with over 500 grottos embellished with murals and sculptures. This UNESCO site, also known as the Caves of 1,000 Buddhas, is a spiritual and artistic wonder. Start at Cave 96, home to a monumental 35-meter-tall Buddha statue. The dim light inside reveals detailed murals portraying celestial beings and ancient tales. Next, explore Cave 172, where the walls are adorned with vibrant frescoes of paradise scenes. The colors, preserved for over a millennium, still radiate with life. End your visit at Echoing Sand Mountain, just outside the caves. Climb the dunes at sunset and listen as the wind makes the sand hum. The golden light bathes the desert, creating a magical contrast to the cave's cool, shadowy interiors. The Shanghai Tibetan Plateau is a realm of endless blue skies, turquoise salt lakes, and snow-draped peaks that scrape the heavens. Here, yaks roam freely and prayer flags flutter in the wind. Start at Qinghai Lake, China's largest saltwater lake. In July, the shoreline is carpeted with yellow rapeseed flowers, and the waters shift from sapphire to silver. Next, visit Yamdrok Lake, a sacred turquoise jewel. The hue is so vivid it dazzles the eyes, and nearby glaciers gleam like diamonds. The silence is profound, broken only by whispered prayers and the crunch of snow underfoot. The lofty sandstone spires of Zhangjiajie inspired the floating mountains in Avatar. Exploring this region feels like entering a fantasy. Begin at Yuanyang, where Hallelujah Mountain rises like a monumental stone tower. The fog often shrouds the summits, creating the illusion they hover in midair. Next, conquer the Glass Bridge, a see-through walkway suspended high above the gorge. The drop below is thrilling, but the boundless expanse of verdant peaks is what truly mesmerizes. End your day with a ride on the Beilong Elevator, the planet's tallest outdoor lift. It scales the cliff face, revealing a stunning vista of stone pillars bathed in twilight hues. Huangshan is China's most revered mountain range, where granite summits pierce the clouds and age-old pines cling tenaciously to the crags. Start at Bright Summit Peak at daybreak. The sea of clouds below turns golden as the sun ascends, a sight often called the most beautiful mountain in China. Next, stroll through the West Sea Grand Canyon, a path winding past gnarled pines and rugged boulders. The air carries the fresh scent of pine, and the views stretch to infinity. Conclude at Hot Springs Village, where natural thermal baths offer a relaxing dip under the stars. The steam rises into the cool mountain air, providing the perfect finale to your day. The Yuanyang Rice Terraces are a harmonious fusion of human creativity and nature, where thousands of tiered patties mirror the sky like vast-looking glasses. At sunrise, the fields glimmer with golden light, creating one of China's most surreal sights. Begin at Duoyishu, the prime location to witness dawn over the terraces. The haze lifts from the valley as the first rays touch the water, turning the fields into molten gold. Farmers move gracefully along the narrow trails, their outlines adding life to the scene. Next, explore Bada, where the terraces form graceful swirls like fingerprints. At sunset, the shades shift from rose to deep indigo, accompanied only by the sounds of crickets and distant village chimes. Jiuzhaigou Valley is a mystical domain of pristine lakes, tumbling waterfalls and woodlands so vivid they appear surreal. This UNESCO World Heritage Site stands as one of China's most captivating locales. Start at Five Flower Lake, where the water is so clear you can glimpse ancient tree trunks lying on the lake bed. The colors transition from aqua to jade, shimmering under the sunlight. Next, admire Norilang Waterfall, a radiant veil of water that sparkles under the sun. The thunder of the falls echoes through the valley, and rainbows often adorn the mist. Conclude your visit at Long Lake, the highest and most tranquil spot in the park. The water mirrors the snowy peaks, and the silence feels almost divine. The Li River is China's most legendary waterway, where emerald waters weave through mist-cloaked karst formations. This scenery has enchanted painters and poets for centuries, and it's easy to understand why. Begin in Yangshuo, a quaint town nestled amid limestone hills. Glide along the river on a bamboo raft, where the water mirrors the sky and the mountains stand like silent guardians. The calm is broken only by the soft splash of oars and birdsong. Next, trek to Shanggong Hill at dawn. The panorama from the top spans countless peaks, their outlines shifting in the golden glow. It's one of China's most snapped vistas, and for good reason. End your day at Moon Hill, a natural arch framing the setting sun. The trail meanders through terraced rice paddies, and the air is perfumed with soil and blooms. While crowds head to Badaling, Mutianyu offers a tranquil stretch of the Great Wall, where watchtowers overlook verdant woods and the stones glow amber at twilight. Begin early traversing the restored section with its steep steps. The hush is broken only by birdsong and the sound of your steps on ancient bricks. Next, ride the cable car to Tower 14, then hike to Tower 23, where the wall grows rugged and untamed. End with a toboggan descent, an exhilarating slide through the trees. In the heart of Yunnan, the Shilin Stone Forest is a surreal terrain where soaring limestone pillars rise like fossilized trees, forming a maze of narrow alleys and hidden grottos. This natural marvel, shaped by wind and water over eons, feels like stepping into another realm. The stillness here is deep, interrupted only by the whisper of leaves in the breeze. End at Lotus Peak, where a panoramic view unveils the boundless sea of stone. At sunrise, the pillars cast elongated shadows, transforming the landscape into a dreamscape of light and dark. The Danxia landforms in Zhangye look like a vast painting brushed with vivid stripes of crimson, gold, and azure. This natural spectacle is unmatched anywhere else in China. Start at the sunset viewing platform, where the hues ignite in the evening glow. The layered rocks resemble frozen waves. Next, discover Bingu Canyon, a quieter zone dotted with hoodoos and slender stone corridors. The forms and tones change with every stride. End your visit at Danxia, where the hills undulate like a painted wasteland. The quiet here is deep, disturbed only by the murmur of the wind. In southern Sichuan, the Shunan Bamboo Sea spans 120 square kilometers, a vast expanse where bamboo stalks tower 30 meters high, swaying like a green ocean. This dreamlike scenery is bathed in golden light filtering through the leaves, and the air is sweet with the aroma of soil and fresh shoots. Start at Guangfu Ancient Town, a serene hamlet of Ming-era dwellings nestled at the forest's edge. The rustling leaves mingle with faint chimes. Next, ascend to Dragon Pillar Viewing Platform. The 360-degree vista unveils endless green summits, with mist settling in the valleys below. On overcast days, the bamboo tips fade into the fog, like islands in a white sea. End at Five Ferry Bridge, where a clear brook cuts through the woods. Relax on smooth stones and dip your feet in the cool stream, listening to the bamboo creak and hum in the wind. At dusk, fireflies appear, twinkling like stars tangled in the foliage. Each spring, Wuyuan's valleys explode into bloom with golden rapeseed flowers, turning the countryside into a vibrant mosaic of golden green. Traditional Hui-style villages with white walls and black roofs pepper the landscape. Begin at Jiangling, where viewing platforms overlook endless fields of blossoms. The morning sun sets the blooms ablaze, and farmers in straw hats move like shadows through the vibrant hues. Next, explore Liking Village, where a stream flows under arched stone bridges. Tea bushes and bamboo groves border the paths, and the fragrance of blossoms mingles with wood smoke. Nestled in the mountains of Sichuan, Huangshan Valley is a hidden sanctuary where turquoise pools cascade down terraced limestone formations, resembling a staircase carved by nature. The water, rich in minerals, glows in shades of blue and green, creating a scene straight from a fairy tale. The water is so transparent you can see the ancient travertine formations beneath, and the colors shift with the sunlight, from sapphire to emerald. Next, follow the wooden boardwalk as it winds through the valley, passing golden waterfalls and lush forests. The air is crisp, filled with the aroma of pine and the murmur of trickling water. And at Huangshan Temple, a serene spot where the pools mirror the surrounding peaks. At dusk, the fading light turns the water into liquid gold, and the silence is broken only by the occasional bird call.